What a scene outside City Hall in Miami yesterday before a vote to deputize its police officers with federal immigration powers. Hundreds of people waiting in massive lines to have their voices heard at a meeting of the city commission. It lasted more than 9 hours, with nearly 100 residents speaking against a policy they say does not reflect the character of their city.
Miami is a city of immigrants, of survivors, of people who love this city and call it home, even when it doesn't love them back. You have the power to protect the people, not to punish them.
Shame on you if you choose to harm a community that has built this city.
ICE's complete disregard for the Constitution and civil rights is something the city of Miami has no business getting involved with.
I urge you all to vote no, because your first priority should not be the approval of the current administration. It should be to the people of the city, to the quality of our lives.
We reached out to the Miami mayor and every member of the city's commission to come on our show. Commissioner Damian Pardo agreed, and he joins us now. Thanks for being here. You and the chair of the commission both voted no, but 3 of your colleagues voted in favor, and that allowed the measure to pass. Give us a sense of the effect you think this policy will have on your city.
Well, I think the folks that voted in favor feel that our police chief will do a very good job of having 3 or 4 people that will be trained appropriately, and they'll be able to carry out this mandate as best as possible in a very diverse city. However, my biggest concern is the climate this creates in a city like Miami. Miami's a city built on immigrants, built by immigrants. So actually, when there are recessions in the rest of the country, Miami does very well because we get a lot of business from Latin America, Europe, the Caribbean. This is the fabric of our community in Miami. This message sends the wrong message to the world about Miami, and it also impacts the trust relationship we have with our police officers. We have wonderful police officers, a great police force, a great chief, and it's just the wrong level of trust. It impedes that natural trust that you have when you're doing good community policing.
Opposition to the policy was intense, as I laid out, because when you saw those lines, it was really something. I want to play a bit more from what one man had to say. Let's listen.
Don't pass 287G. But if you do, don't pretend that this is still the Magic City. Do it all the way. Strip it bare. No more cafecito windows. Shut down Versailles. Pull the roosters out of Little Havana. Erase the Cuban walk on 13th Street. Tear down the Cuban monuments you just restored. Knock down the Freedom Tower. Because if you pass this, you are voting to erase the very soul of this city.
Given the strong opposition, did it surprise you that the measure passed? And were you surprised by just seeing those lines?
I wasn't surprised by seeing those lines. That was a great speaker, and he's absolutely right when he says Miami's a city. I mean, you have Little Havana, Little Haiti, Little Bahamas. I mean, I could go on. So it's a city of immigrants. So a lot of the public comments were these very strong heartstrings that really tugged on the heart. And I think for some folks on the dais, some of it was fear, perhaps, from a political perspective, maybe fear of retaliation. But I know everyone felt a very strong sense of identification, obviously. We're all immigrants on that dais. So we all share those feelings. And I think it was a very tough vote for several of them.
You mentioned that there are great officers there. You mentioned that admiration for the police chief. So I wonder, community members have spoken up, but what about those members of the police who are, frankly, as well, part of the fabric of the immigrant community that have built this city? Is this what police officers want to be doing?
Oh, I'm certain this is not what they want to be doing. It places them in a very awkward, very unique position where they're kind of, their internal struggle with their lives and their reality versus this mandate that seems to be coming down. There's also a very important lawsuit from the city of South Miami that still needs to play out. They asked for declaratory action on this issue. And one of the reasons that I was in favor of deferring or withdrawing this, I had to wait for that declaratory action to come down involving the city of South Miami, because that would give us a clear direction and we don't have to be in the mess that we currently find ourselves in.
Well, the Miami Herald reports that other Florida cities and towns fear that the Florida Attorney General will retaliate against them if they don't follow suit and vote to allow police departments to assist ICE. In fact, the Miami City Attorney warned that there would be real consequences to voting no. What do you take that to mean? What consequences and against whom?
Well, I think the city attorney is always going to give us as sitting commissioners the most conservative point of view. So he's kind of telling us, look, this is what could happen, kind of like in the worst case. And we should take that into account. I mean, those are important. When you're losing millions and millions of dollars in grant funding, that is a possibility that exists. And I'm sure that is one of the things that the other commissioners who voted to support it took into account when they made their vote.
Miami Commissioner Damian Pardo, the one person who said that they would come on and discuss this. We thank you so much for enlightening us.
Thank you.
Much
Happy to be here.
appreciated.